right, now we're into lesson 41, book 3, beginning rock guitar. And this is harmony in sixth intervals. And I'm just going to play through the scale. It's a C major scale harmonized in sixths. Now, to understand this completely, we should review briefly the harmony in thirds, because sixth intervals are an inversion of thirds. And what happens is a major third becomes a minor sixth, and a minor third becomes a major sixth. So when you invert major minor intervals, a major becomes a minor, and a minor becomes major. And you should also understand that intervals have roots. And when we play the thirds, if you remember, let's just review briefly the tetrachords. You have the tonic tetrachord, C, D, E, F in the key of C, and then the dominant tetrachord. And the dominant note is the fifth note of the scale, of the major scale. So it's G, A, B, C. That's the basic tetrachords that we harmonize. When we play thirds, the root is the low note of the third, and the upper note of each of these third chords are the harmony to the root. So intervals all have roots. I may have mentioned that. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to make sure. So C and E, C is the root of this major third. And then with D and F, D is the root. Now, to invert this, to make it a sixth, we're going to take this root and put it up an octave. So now the C is the high note, and the E is the harmony below the root. So the root now is the upper note of the sixths. And when we had the thirds, if you remember, the pattern of the tetrachord was major, minor, minor, major. Remember what I said, when you invert, major becomes minor. So in the sixths, it's the same kind of pattern, but backwards. It's minor, major, major, minor, and then the dominant tetrachord, minor, major, major, minor. And the shapes that we're playing, like for the minor sixth, they're one fret apart from each other. So it's finger 1 on the root and finger 2 on the harmony, E. And then for the major sixth, they're both on the same fret. And in this case, we're playing really two different fingers. We're doing fingers 1 and 2, fingers 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, and then the same for the other tetrachord. See? Now, notice how I'm playing with my right hand. I'm using a hybrid picking kind of thing. I'm using a flat pick, but I'm using my ring finger for the to play the root, which is the high note of the intervals. Now, if you're not used to doing this, this is a little tricky in the beginning. You might want to just play the ring finger, but you want to make sure you follow through into your palm. You know, you don't want to, there's two ways to pluck a string, and one is correct and the other one is terrible. If you pluck a string and your finger goes like up like that, that's terrible. If you pluck a string and follow through to where the finger digs into the string and follows through into the palm, you're going to get much more sound, better tone than if you just kind of do this. So you don't want your finger, when you're doing the finger picking, you don't want the finger to go up like that, you know. You want it to go in like that, into the palm. It's like you're scooping into the string. So it's a little quick lesson in finger picking. And in this case, I mean, you could do the pick in the middle finger, but I think it's better to separate them more, and you get more independence. And so now with the pick, you want to hold back a little bit and not hit it very hard. And you dig in more with your ring finger, see? And it's almost like a kind of a twist. I'm doing a little bit of a twist, but I'm not hitting the pick very hard, you know. But I'm slicing with the ring finger, so it's kind of like I say, it's like petting your cat. You want to slice into the string, and that way you'll get more sound. Sorry. And remember, in the sixth, the root is the high note of the interval, so you really want to bring that out more than the harmony. This is the harmony. This is the root. Okay? Now, after showing you all this finger picking thing, if you don't want to bother with that, you can, there's another way to play these. You can just strum all three strings, but mute the one in the middle, like this. And you might also want to mute the first string, because you don't want that ringing open, you know. And then you can just kind of, see, I'm just kind of brush strumming. So sixth intervals in guitar are probably more often used in a lot of lead guitar things than thirds are. It just has a real cool open sound, you know, like you can play a major, like a G major chord, and you can do a thing where you do go up. It's like a major third, and in the chord you have the minor third automatically in this 6-string chord. Like you can go like and you can pick each note, or you can use that hybrid thing. You might try to develop that hybrid picking with pick and finger. Because it really does come into handy. And so that's the major scale in sixths, and you should review the thirds. So it might be good to practice harmonizing the C major scale in thirds. Sorry. And then do it in sixths. You might find that you favor the sixth. Most lead guitar players do. You know, they'll like. They're really slidable. You can. I didn't do that very well, but. See? So, you know, it's like just a wonderful sound. And so enjoy this. This is pretty much it. Try it both ways. You know, do the strumming, just the, like, sorry. And then also the hybrid picking. And practice it in different keys. That's the key of C. The key of D would be 2 frets higher. major chord, like a C major chord, and use your second finger as a guide. And then maybe try an A major chord. They're used a lot in R&B, you know, like early Stax records and Southern R&B. Guitarists like Steve Cropper did sixths a lot, and you know, so really useful intervals, and you want to learn to improvise with them. You know, I'm sorry. See, just really sweet sounding, real slidable. You know, real fluid. You know, that's what's wonderful about it. So if you enjoy this, please like my video and like me on Instagram, or follow me on Instagram, John Hedger Guitar Studio, and also on Facebook, my Facebook page. All right, so take care, enjoy. We'll see you in the next one.